Hi, I'm Jens from Gekkobrain. In this video, I'll give you a quick demonstration of Gekkobrain FLOWS for SAP. It's a completely data-driven business process mining solution designed to understand and analyze SAP customers' business processes and visualize them for the users. Since we use a machine learning algorithm to understand the flows and problems in the flows, there's no need for business blueprints or process templates. Gekkobrain FLOWS will simply interpret all the SAP customers' data to automatically analyze and visualize the business processes. FLOWS supports any module in SAP and any business process, and you can freely choose any starting point and any date interval. In this case, we will choose a purchase order as the starting event. Once this has been chosen, Gekkobrain FLOWS will now visualize the entire process from purchase order to finish. In other words, the entire procure-to-pay process. As you can see, it involves many different process steps, and we measure the weight of each step, which the thickness of the line indicate. This might be a little overwhelming, so we can take a look at process variants, and in this case I'll limit the visualization to the Ariba procurement process. And immediately the visualization is greatly simplified. Some of our customers use this in an S/4HANA migration scenario to understand how their business processes look for real in order to plan the S/4 implementation. Others use it to compare flows from different organizations or systems in order to understand how multiple systems could potentially be consolidated into one system. And this is very helpful in the understanding of greenfield versus brownfield, where the most relevant migration scenario is a combination of the two. And for that, you can use Gekkobrain FLOWS to understand what custom code is connected to which business process steps in order to scope your migration project. So, if for example, you wish to bring over your Ariba procurement integration to S/4HANA, you can find the process in FLOWS, and Gekkobrain will automatically find all the relevant custom programs for this particular process. Gekkobrain then further analyzes this in terms of both HANA readiness and simplifications in order to provide remediation before an S/4HANA migration. As mentioned earlier, Gekkobrain FLOWS uses machine learning, which means that you can label flows or documents, which the algorithm then uses to find patterns in the processes. In this case, we have labeled a number of documents as paid late or paid on time. If I choose to see the flow where invoices have been paid late, I see a pretty clean process, only it seems the customer receives an invoice right after purchase order. If instead I choose invoices paid on time, I see a more complex but also a more traditional business process with relevant steps such as purchase order, goods received, etc. before the invoice. This algorithm is designed to help customers troubleshoot their business process, and for this particular customer they had issues with invoices being paid too late. Gekkobrain FLOWS then uses heat maps to analyze all desired and undesired scenarios, which in this case is looking for patterns that describe why certain invoices are paid late. Gekkobrain compares all dimensions on all documents in the two scenarios, looking for point-wise mutual informativeness, in order to generate a list of the most probable descriptors for each scenario. In this case, it is clear that the username has a high impact on the reason why invoices are paid late. If we drill down further, we can even see which user or which users are involved in the problematic processes. And in this case, we learn that if this particular user is involved in the Ariba procurement process, there's a 36.9% higher risk of the invoice being paid too late. This might not be because the user is incompetent, but it could be because of lack of training in SAP, or maybe because the user is often involved in problematic processes. Either way, Gekkobrain has provided the customer with a clear and transparent root cause which can be investigated further to eliminate this particular problem in the procurement process. I hope this quick overview has given you a high-level understanding of Gekkobrain FLOWS, but if you have questions or want to contact us, feel free to do so. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening.